And here we go. So previously, the hardest mission in the game was, I don't know, people were, even with all the soul map stuff, were telling me that maybe stuff in the dramatic or free log was harder. But to me personally, the hardest stage in the game was True Pirate Warriors, even though the level cap was at level 18 by the time you're like level 24, 27, whatever. Because you ran through the gauntlet so much. Well, finally, we have a new hard stage, which is truly going to test how those like bottom tier characters, like, you know, for me, like Beige, Chopper and stuff, are gonna get like weeded out. And I don't know if they're, I mean, I'm sure it's possible. I'm not gonna say that it's impossible to beat it with them, but it's gonna be tough. So the new stage comes from the special log from Path to the King of the Pirates. So to get this, obviously you need the DLC, but this is like a mini like extra log, right? Like the treasure log. So, like that one, you beat all the missions with the key on it, and then you get the final stage, which is this one. Now, I'll save these extra stages for a next video. I completed this stage with Roger for the video, but I'm gonna do it again just to kind of like focus on this one, because that like long video that was like an hour long contains all of this stuff, and I assume people just want to see probably this section of it maybe. And also, I want to run through it again because I only ran through it once with him. But again, I'll run it through with all of these characters. I'm going to run it through with every... Honestly, I was sweating. It was pretty tough. I'm going to run it with maybe requests. The first characters I'll probably run it through with is like all the new DLC characters and have their videos isolated. But I'm going to start with, obviously with this batch right here. So yeah, let's look at max full power level Roger versus the true Pirate Warrior King. Is that what it said? Yeah. So yeah, let me set this up and then we'll get into it. Okay, so here we go. So the cool thing about this stage is that it's essentially like a reverse of the true Pirate Warrior stage. And what I mean by that is that you start basically at the end, where in the Pirate Warrior stage you start with you know, I think it was like the 7 warlords, and then, you know, you kind of go from there. And then it ends right before you fight Shanks and company. You basically fight, okay, wow, I'm thinking that. So yeah, no, this is level 30. So now you're starting from the 4 emperors. And you move basically almost backwards, right? But yeah, this is... honestly, like, Roger is probably going to be one of the better characters because I think he's probably just top 1 in the game. Or, like, at least near number 1. I will say you best have your skills, best have your levels up, because I'm at level 30 and this is, like, how much damage I'm taking. Granted, I'm kind of, like, you know, talking at the same time. But just taking, like, a couple hits and I'm already... in yellow. Like, yeah, yes, I'm using like cheat death and, you know, stuff like those type of, you know, things like that. I kind of just want to get rid of Teach as quick as possible because I just, oh, he's just really annoying, to be honest. Trying to level up my... So the cool thing that I really like about this stage too is that they essentially added like a bunch of, let me just do my special. So if you remember, like, the old version of this one would have, you know, it would be, I think Whitebeard only had, you know, Ace and himself. And then, you know, Big Mom only had Katakuri. But now they added every single DLC character on here. So you have Cracker, you have, okay, you have Cracker, you have Big Mom. No, she's not DLC. You have Cracker, you have Hawkins, you have... you know, basically every character. Like, you just, like, Marco isn't DLC, but, you know, he wasn't in there before. Odin is in here as well. There is a ton of stuff in here, man. Kamusari! I love that move, man. It actually, I remember when I first saw the trailer and, like, you know, the gameplay for it, and I remember I thought it looked kind of underwhelming just because, like, it felt, oh, I gotta be careful. It felt like there wasn't like much impact with the Kamusari. Like, it was kind of like, you know, it kind of just happens. Okay, just gonna... Wow, I am on the verge of death here, actually. Did he drop anything? Okay, that's actually pretty good. I'm just gonna turn off my full force burst. So yeah, and yes, I'm even running stuff like Undying and even the new. There was I think it was from Soul Map 3 or 4, the one that prioritized like just literally just defense. But there are some new skills that I do want to test. I haven't used them yet, like that. But because of the way a lot of these characters, they don't seem to drop a lot of health, as you see. They seem to kind of focus on dropping like little bits. So I wonder if that's literally like, you know, on purpose. Because there's a new skill that lets you get like item enhancements, right? Like per the item drops, like they give you more value. I just gotta get rid of these two. Oh, Kizaru's still alive. Oh. So yeah, do you like? I don't know. I could be maybe just because I'm so careless. It might be because honestly, it might be because of that. I'm so used to the old school, you know, the regular Pyro Warrior stage where like no matter like I can run that stage and just I did that mainly so I wouldn't die. I think he probably would have killed me with that hit. The old Pyro Warrior stage, like I wouldn't be sweating at all, dude. I'd be. Speaking of, let me do this. I get a buff, attack buff. Just trying to build up my special meteor. In a weird way, I feel like this stage is shorter than the true Pyro Warrior stage, mainly because I feel like the enemies you're fighting, they kind of appear quicker. And what I mean by that is like, you'll see here, but like after you beat Roger's crew, I think I'm pretty much near the end. Well, actually no, never mind. I forgot about a certain part where like other characters spawn in. I'm just gonna depower. Get my full force burst back. Yeah, also count, I'm not gonna do this stage without skills. I usually do these stages with like, oh yeah, I'll do this stage with without skills to show how good they are, and I'll do it with skills to, you know, see how fast we can do it. Again, maybe I just get a better player potentially, but for me it just feels like this stage is meant to be this hard, and it's meant to, again, challenge you and keep you sweating. Like I said, I do think a lot of those characters, I think a lot of those poor characters at the bottom, or like more bottom tier, are gonna suffer from this stage. They are not gonna have a good time here, man. Roger's just a beast, so of course. Roger's of course a beast. Attack buff. Yeah, this is the part that's kind of crazy. Look who spawns in, bro. I swear the Uta stuff is kind of like a jump scare, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I always forget that that's like every. Again, that's a cool little detail in general. I like that. Jeez, why do I have to? Do I really have to go? I didn't realize that. I mean, I might as well just go through here then, I guess. Well, while I run, you know, /dash. Let me know what you're all, like. You know, first off, if you're enjoying the content, all the stuff that's been coming out with this especially with a new hard stage. Like the survival mode was great, and it could get difficult towards like the later stuff. Not really, in my opinion. And honestly, this like you know what's gonna be a cheat code, obviously, and the reason I'm not using it is because I feel like it'd make it too honestly, it'd make it too easy. I'm gonna be real, and that's Indomitable Spirit. If I ran Indomitable Spirit over maybe another skill, I honestly think this like it would be like trivial, to be honest. Because I would be full health. I'd probably do less damage overall though, because the whole gimmick with this is that I'm using cheat death and undying and stuff like that. So when you have like, you know, when you have stuff like Indomitable Spirit, you're gonna be constantly at full health basically, because you will be. He didn't drop anything. I'll definitely take those. Okay, there we go. Yamato. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention, but you also had like hybrid Kaidos in here. You had Yamato, Rayleigh, Odin, Speed Shanks, Uta. Like literally every single DLC character I believe is in here. Cracker. I guess Smoothie's not in here, but which, speaking of Uta, I do gotta make another video on her because I gotta see her buff or whatever. I wasn't using my. I just figured I'd save my special attack. Why? Because why not? Okay, so I think now is the final part. So, and it's, you know what's pretty cool? In the true Pyro Warrior stage, which made sense, they had Shanks be the final boss, right? Power Shanks. It was Power Shanks and basically everyone that you fought, like Garb, or not Garb, Sabo, and, you know, all of them, right? I think it's pretty cool that look at this, Almighty Legends. That's such a cool name. So, yeah, this is gonna be, honestly, real talk, this could have been easier, and honestly this time I didn't really sweat. My health was low, but I think Roger is just so strong. Like he just has so much going on that, like, oh man, I almost died there, I'm not gonna lie. But Roger's is really powerful, dude. I will say though, I mean, I guess I am sweating a little bit here because they are no joke. Like, I'm not gonna like underestimate them. The moment, like, I mean, you saw me like lax there a little bit, and immediately I almost got cooked. Definitely gotta be careful. That almost killed. I'm not gonna lie, that little special attack where he's running, that almost killed me. That did stress me out a little bit. Whew. And he just flies off. Okay, so that was the True Pirate Warrior King stage with Roger. The next stage probably will just be with Garp and then Rayleigh, and then, you know, after that I'll probably do like Gear 5 Luffy, Kaido, Speed Shanks, maybe, or, you know, something like that. But let me know any requests that I can get to, you know, after I get through the kind of priority ones that I have right now, just to see how they go. Because again, one of my favorite builds is like the unlimited Gear 5, and I wonder how that's gonna be here. And like, look at that, the difference between this and the other one, at least to me, until obviously maybe I get better at it, I think this stage I can beat in 12 minutes and 20 seconds, which kind of rivals the original version of when I beat it. However, like, you compare that to the True Pirate Warrior stage now, which I'm sure it's even a lot faster, where you could beat that stage. I think my fastest time was like maybe like 6 minutes and some change, or a little bit under 6 minutes. Like, I don't know, I don't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, so that was this stage, and honestly, it's pretty brutal. It's pretty tough, and I like that. Because the moment I got cocky here in the end, I was just like, oof, okay, wait a minute, I'm kind of sweating. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sweating. I have to be careful. Because they have a lot of health. This Roger and my build with Cheat Death, which obviously Cheat Death is a huge... That's why they didn't buff that skill here with this update. That skill is still supremely strong. Combine that with Undying, the other enhancements and all that stuff. So, yeah, that was this stage. Let me know what you all think about this stage. Are you all having fun with this difficult stage? Are you getting cooked? You know, are you cooking? Is it kind of what you asked for? Are you glad that they added basically all the DLC characters? This is essentially the DLC character parade, right? There's only like a handful here that are, you know, from older, you know, the older one. Like, they have Sengoku, Big Mom, Katakuri, Marco, Whitebeard, Ace, and then pretty much, like, I feel like if I'm like looking at it correctly, and Buggy. But the rest is like all the DLC characters minus like a couple, like Smoothie, Judge, and all that, right? Like, you have, you know, Hybrid Kaido, you have Filmer Koby, you have Young Garp, you have Speed Shanks, you have Odin, you have Roger, Rayleigh. It's all amazing, right? So yeah, let me know what you all think. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel to see more coverage of this challenge mode. And again, make sure you leave a comment saying who you want to see. If you want to see me suffer, you could put low tier characters like Bej and watch me just throw my monitor across the room. So all that being said, hope you enjoyed. Make sure and I'll see you on the next... God, I can't repeat what I'm saying. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everyone.